Razzmatazmatat, it's JAT. Flim flam bat, it's JAT. Rat-a-tat-tat, it's JAT. Oh, okay, that's better. It's a JAT Drive, and I sense a disturbance in the force, one I have not felt in 10 years. Yes, I'm all Obi-Wan Kenobi'd out here. It is a JAT Drive. I am on my way to the City of Industry. The City of Industry! That's what it sounds like, doesn't it? To go to Hot Topic. Now, those of you that are Star Wars fans or that follow people in Clone Wars, you might know why Hot Topic is of topic. Well, because, of course, the lovely and talented Ashley Eckstein created her universe, and then Hot Topic bought her universe, and she is now partnered with them, or what have you. And so I am heading to the Hot Topic offices because, why? We are doing a photo shoot for her universe for the Clone Wars 10th anniversary. And I will be there with my dear friends Ashley Eckstein, Catherine Tabor, Matt Lanter, and D. Bradley Baker. So we are having a little bit of a Clone Wars reunion here today, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So I thought, you know, I thought, well, it's a long drive. It's like an hour 50, maybe 2 hours drive from where I am. I should set up the cameras and do a JAT Drive, or 2 or 10. And then 2, because of why I'm doing it, you know. So there you go. And now you may be saying, though, well, first off, so that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. It's going to be great to see everybody. And I'm sure we'll be tweeting about all that and stuff. And in fact, probably before this video even comes out, all of that will have been of notice to you all. There's a bunch of construction going on here. And I got a guy with a stop sign in front of me. And he's waving cars on, so here we go. Thank you. Okay, they're redoing the roads in my neighborhood. And so this is going to take long just to get to the freeway. Anyways, yeah, so there you go. So off to Hot Topic. Should be interesting. And they have specific outfits for each one of us that Ashley and her designers put together. Or maybe just Ashley, I don't know. For the 10th anniversary of the Clone Wars. For each character, and so each of us will be wearing our respected character's outfit, and that brings me to the beard, and well, in sunglasses. I'm wearing sunglasses today. You know, for years I did not wear sunglasses because of things like Star Wars weekends and Celebration and such. Mainly Star Wars weekends, because I would go and host the whole event and be out there on the motorcade and all of that, and I wouldn't wear sunglasses because, you know, people are taking your picture and they want to be in pictures with you and stuff. And I felt like it was always kind of not really, especially as the host, the right thing to have my eyes, you know, covered up, shaded by sunglasses. So I'd want people to see my eyes. Now, I don't need glasses except for reading. However, I've mentioned this before, I have what they call progressive lenses. So just there's a little spot right about there in each one that is prescription. And that allows me to then read. And what I did was, a few years back when I was hosting all these events, I decided, well, I'll make it part of my look, kind of the geek chic, slick the hair back, cut it back short and all of that, and wear my horn-rimmed glasses and suits and, you know, be the host. And it made sense. But this is much more James. Now, you know, 10 years ago when we did the Clone Wars, this was more of my look. Longer hair, had kind of stubble, not necessarily a beard, but and I had a lot less gray in the beard 10 years ago too, but I did have some. I've always been a bit prematurely gray in the beard area. So anyways, but why did I grow the beard? Did I grow it for this photo shoot? No, but I kept it for the photo shoot because I figure that it helps. It looks good, you know. 10th anniversary of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Going to be talking Obi-Wan Kenobi a lot over the next few months, so I figure this is a good Obi-Wan Kenobi look. I actually grew the beard for a film that I had written. Now, some of you that follow me on the JAT Drives and watch my channel, thank you. First off, please subscribe if you haven't. And you know that I wrote a film a couple months back, a screenplay rather, for a film. And my plan was to shoot that film this summer. And I grew the beard for a part. I was going to have a very small little part in the film, a little cameo as an art dealer. And I thought, well, I'll grow the beard and it gives me a different look. I needed to look a little older. So there you go. So that's why the beard originally. And here we go to a Clone Wars reunion, and that's fun. And shooting movies and stuff and everything, you know. It's just catching you up on JAT's life. Now, the other thing that I'm dealing with, some of you who follow me on social media, you might have seen or heard that I've been tweeted or Instagrammed about this. I have a fracture in my foot right now, in my right foot. So I'm really not supposed to be driving. But I am driving today for 2 hours there and 2 hours back, so a total of 4 hours driving in this stop-and-go traffic. Not a very good thing to do when you have a fracture in your foot and you're not supposed to be moving it. But I can't wear the boot that you wear normally, which I'm on crutches and in a boot most of the time. But I can't do that today because circumstances did not allow for my wife to chauffeur me to this photo shoot. And so I am on my own driving with a broken foot. Hey, this is not supposed to be poor James. Let me tell you all my woes today. This is actually, you know, the whole point is I'm showing you, as you can tell, I'm actually still quite happy and fine. That even in life, when you get circumstances that are beyond your control, or that are a bummer, or that aren't what you expected, or aren't what you wanted, or aren't what you want to be dealing with, or are painful even, you deal with them and you give it up. You know, I give it up to God and I go, thy will be done. And so that's what you do. Now, hopefully I won't set myself back too much by driving with this broken foot. I've got as stiff of shoes as I can right now, so I'm not bending it too much. Because the brake is in my second toe, not in the toe. It is in but where the second toe is, up at the very top of the foot, and the bone, right up in there. And I got it from running, because as you all know, I decided I got addicted to running. Didn't decide, I did. I got addicted to running. Got on the treadmill. I was running like about 5 miles a day, and I pushed it too hard, and all that running and all that impact, I cracked the bone in my foot. So there you go. But and it's been about 3 months, 3.5 months, and it's still not healed, and that's a drag. But I think it's because I've been pushing it too much, you see. I've been on it too much, doing things like this, driving. But that's the thing, when you're a voice actor, you have to go to places. The other week I had a job that I was there every single day at 9 in the morning, had to be there and ready to go. And so you push through the pain and you do it. Why? Well, because you got to pay the bills. See, the other thing is again, as voice actors, even if you have a resume the size of mine or the size of many others, it does not mean that you are then on easy street. You don't have to work, don't have to worry about it, and just take time off. My wife and I took our first vacation in 28 years last year. We went to Hawaii. So that tells you how often I vacation. You have to work. You have to get the work done and get out there and audition and do things. And the business has changed tremendously from when I started. It's a completely different world now. It is not the same as when I started, or when, you know, even 5-10 years ago, when there was work all the time, regularly. Now the work is few and far between. I don't, again, say that to, oh, poor James. I'm telling you in that when you're an actor, a performer, an artist, an entertainer, of any type, but if you're a voice actor, you cannot expect to work every week, every day. You just can't. You audition every day, and so it feels like you're working, but you're not pulling any money in. And so you have to be ready for times like that. And you have to, make sure that you have money in savings and what have you to cover for when times are slower. This one, here's the topic. This has been happening to me lately, and it's happened throughout my entire career, and it will happen to you if you are a voice actor and you're looking to work. Here's something that happens to you every once in a while. You audition, you book the job. Hey, all right, I got a gig. Then, a couple days later, your agent calls and emails or something and says, they decided to go another direction. Now, so that's the title of today, going a different direction. This happens all the time in Hollywood, in acting, not just voiceover, but in general in acting, where they book you. You are set, you are good to go, and then they decide to go another direction. What does that mean? Well, it can mean all sorts of different things. It could mean, A, they decided to go in a different direction. And meaning, generally what happens is that producers, casting people cast you, they like you, they want to go with you. Then it goes up another level to the executive producers, and they go, who else we got? Now, why do they do that? Sometimes they just don't like you. What happened with me, and this was going to be a national ad campaign, which was going to be a nice little piece of income for me. The producers like me, the casting people like me, they cast me, and then the higher-ups decided, no, we want to go with somebody we already know and have worked with in the past. Now, that could mean one thing. It could mean that they want to go with somebody that's actually a friend of theirs and they want to give them the work, or it's just somebody that they like working with, and they don't know me. But nonetheless, as the actor that's been cast and then recast, it's a bummer. I've talked about this before on some JAT Drives and stuff, getting recast, and I have replaced people and people have replaced me. It happens all the time. But that phrase, we're going another direction, it's just bandied about quite a bit, and it's a bummer because it's stupid, That's really all I can say about it. It's no fun. You don't like getting that call, because as a performer, as someone with an ego and all of that, and wanting to please people, when you're a performer, you want to please people, obviously. You're like, but I can do different. Now, can you ever reverse it? Here's the thing. I had this happen twice to me last week, in the same day. So for two separate things where I got we're going another direction. The first one was I was at a session for a show that I'm working on, and the director pulled me aside and said, the main character that you're doing, we're actually going to go another direction. So we're in recording a session. We're actually recording a session, and that character is in it, but I'm doing another voice in it as well, and they tell me they're going to go another direction. And that's tough. That's tough when they tell you that in the session, but the director knows me well enough, knew that I could actually pull this character off still, but the writers, producers, whatever, decided they wanted to go a completely different direction. They changed the character. But when you're dealing with somebody like myself, and I don't mean this to sound heady or anything, but I can do more than just this voice. I said to the director, well, please let them know I can give them whatever they're looking for. So that's the other part of this one today. When do you push back? When they say we're going another direction, when do you push back? When you know you can give them what they're actually looking for, push back a little. Say, can I at least read for it? I know you may just have made your mind up, you don't like me, or you don't want to work with me, or I'm just not right for it. You don't like me for the part, rather. You just can't get past the way I look. That happened with Fred Flintstone. As I've told that story many, many times before, how the director literally looked over me to see where the actor that was playing Fred was, because she couldn't believe that it was me. So when do you push back? So in this one on Friday, I pushed back and said, but also I knew I had the director on my side. I knew the director knew my range, knew what I could do, knew that I could still pull off the character. And so I said, you know, I'd like a chance to reread it in whatever voice they're looking for or character that they're looking for. And so she was able to give me that opportunity, and I got the part back, and I didn't lose it. Because why? One, because I am versatile enough, I have enough range. The character was, you know, without giving anything away, originally up here, and then ended up down in here. So, yeah, most 5'4", 120-pound guys with high squeaky voices, they're not going to think of for that part. They're just not. I have the ability to change my voice to act in whichever way they want, and I did, and so I got the part back. Now with the other one, the commercial one, where they went a different direction, there was no doing that because, again, the higher-ups decided they wanted to work with someone that they already knew, and, you know, I can't argue with that. Did I push back? Yes. I still had my agent say, you know, tell them I can give them whatever they want. And the agent does what they can, and you do what you can. And if you have the opportunity to sit in the room and say to them, let me try, then I always do that. I always do try. I always do ask them. I take a chance that, yes, I may make somebody mad or what have you, or I may make it harder even for myself, but I'm going to try. Why? I'm an actor. I'm a performer. This is what I do. If they say to me, we're changing direction and this is where we're going, and I can't do it, and I'm wrong for it, I say, okay, fair enough. And I thank them for their time and say goodbye. But if I know I can do it, I ask for another chance. And I'm about 50-50 with that, which is pretty good. Because most of the time, I think they've just made up their mind already. And it's not necessarily anything against you. It's just they don't want you. They want someone else. A lot of times it's they want a celebrity. Lost a show about a year ago. We did the whole thing. Had a great time. The show came out. People loved it. People voted for it to get picked up, and it got picked up. And a week before they started recording, they decided they were going to go in another direction. All that means is they wanted celebrities and stuff, and they recast us all with celebrities. So, bummer. Lost out on, you know, a nice paycheck and regular work and a show that I really liked. And I lost it for the simple fact that somebody probably more than likely just wanted to work with some person from Saturday Night Live or whoever ended up being on it. I don't know. It happens. Those are parts of the business. So, going another direction, can you flip it? Yes, sometimes you can. Other times you can't. And the reasons are varied. So don't ever get in your mind, I say all of this to say, don't ever get in your mind that it's just because of you, or it's just because of this, that, or the other. It is, looks like a fire down there. It is varied reasons. You may never know, but do you have a right to ask your agent or whoever is booking you or casting you what's wrong, what happened? Yes, you have a right to ask, and you should, because you need to know. And you can always say, look, I'm always looking to do better and better in everything I do. So if I lost this because of something I did, I just want to know. And it's no offense, I just need to know for myself. And most people are kind of taken aback by that. They don't know how to react to it or respond to it. And generally the reason is, no, it's not you, it's not you. They're just going, you know, and then they, good cop, bad cop type stuff. But for the most part, I think people appreciate when you say, look, if it's me and it's something I could have done better or whatever, I just want to learn from my experiences. I think most people respect that. And they will honor you by at least giving you as much information as they can. So, if you get cast and then recast, it happens to the best of us. But it makes you go, all right. So since it's the 10-year anniversary of Star Wars The Clone Wars, and I'm off to Hot Topic to shoot with Anakin, Padme, I always wonder if there's something going on between them, Captain Rex, Cody perhaps as well, And of course, Ahsoka Tano, she's back. Ahsoka lives. We'll be shooting that today. I bid you adieu. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And go through and watch all the other various videos from JAT, James Arnold Taylor, my alter ego. May the Force be with you, my friends, always.